Yeah. Yo, Rob, you think they're gonna be excited about these birds?
They're actually the coolest birds I've seen, honestly.
Okay. They are the coolest birds he has seen. On everybody, welcome back to another video here at Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch. Today is going to be a part video, and we're going to be in part one today. We have an enclosure we have to build for some new animals that we're going to have here on loan. We have Rob here from Rob Aquatics. We have a truck full of mesh, concrete, wood, all this stuff. You guys are going to follow along, and we're going to get this build together. The only obstacle we're going to have today is the sulcata tortoises are going to be in our way, but we'll be good, and it's time to work. All right, so like Rob was just saying, we got our first pole that's going right there, going up against that pole right there. This section right here is going to be a new section for some certain species of animal that we have coming very soon. We have to make the cage first before the animal comes because they're already in a massive cage. This cage is going to be, or this enclosure is going to be, do you know the measurements?
23 by 10.
Is it for real?
Yeah.
That's for real? I think it really is. Yeah, it was 23 feet. We wanted 20 foot, but the pole where it's at is right there. So it's 23 by 10 by 8 foot tall. There's going to be a massive enclosure. We're going to get this whole thing sealed up and ready to go. So let's start working. And now we have big guys all coming. If you guys didn't see the last video, we made a shade area for Moors. I don't even know if I threw it in a video or not, but we did. And Moors is loving it. She's doing absolutely amazing over there. And we have some miscellaneous things around because big guys have destroyed things. But let's start digging and let's start working. We got the first 3 poles in place where we want them to be. And what we're going to do now is set the concrete, because if we don't set the concrete, then we can't start putting the framing up. And yeah, so that's what we are doing next, setting the poles. All right, so we're pretty much starting to frame this whole entire thing out. We're almost there with the framing. The concrete's just about dry as well. That whole section over there is probably, I would say, well, the wood is exactly 12 foot. So they're gonna have 12 foot of shaded dry area. The rest is going to be open to the outside, so they're gonna be able to get wet and all of that stuff. Where they're coming from has been raining a lot already, so I'm not worried about them getting wet whatsoever, but they're still gonna have a spot to stay out of the rain. And then with the bushes on the other side, that's gonna block all the wind and all the rain too. So we're still going, we're still working, and it's just, you know, another enclosure here on the ranch is gonna be pretty dope, and I can't wait to get this thing done. We're gonna make sure the whole perimeter is really strongly put together, because obviously we have large tortoises on the other side. We don't want them to push through, because what we're going to put inside is definitely going to put some plants inside of there so that they feel right at home, and they even forage around a little bit, because we'll probably put like maybe like a blueberry tree or something in there too. All right, so we got the framing going in right now, and this framing is going to help prevent the tortoise to go inside. If we have to double it up, this is only 12 inches. We have to double it up to 24. We'll get more pieces of wood. We are trying to make this enclosure as how can I say it? Not as cheap as possible, but using all the material we have around the ranch. I have a ton of extra material that I've bought in from over the years that has been sitting in different spots around the ranch that hasn't gone bad whatsoever. Some of the wood is new, some of the wood is being used over, and it's been just sitting inside the building, staying dry, staying good. So that's what we're doing. Again, this enclosure is 10 foot by 23 foot long by 8 foot tall. This is plenty of size for the species of animal that is coming inside of here. And if you guys could think of what species is going in here, put it down in the comments. Rob, think you know what's going in here?
I actually have no idea.
He has no idea. He's probably lying to you guys, but we're still figuring it out. We already know what the species is that's going inside here, but this is part one. And if you guys are enjoying these kind of videos, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, because I know you guys do really well with the parts. So let's keep on going. We're going to start adding the mesh, at least on this big main wall right here. And yeah, let's do that. Well, we had the metal up against a tree. It got a little windy. We didn't think this one out too well. And there goes my truck. Ouchies. This truck is definitely getting beat up. This is my first truck. I've had this truck now for almost 10 years. And she's been used and abused a few times. And I guess let's get the metal off, Rob. It's part of whatever. Oh my goodness gracious. Wowzers. Anybody? Wow, that's upsetting. Kind of looks like mud. Wow, that's so upsetting. Whatever. Nothing I guess I could do. Let's go get the compressor for the, what's that called? Nail gun, U-gun, whatever you want to get. Stapler, there we go, stapler, and we need another extra piece of wood, and I think that's it. Let's go do that. All right, so we got a good amount more done. It's been the next day, got busy, as you guys know. We work here on the ranch. We can't get a project done in one day, even though we have Rob Aquatics here as well. Still doesn't happen. We have tons of animals and things have to get done, so we only work a little bit at a time a day. We got all the framing going. We're gonna have this far side over here with the metal roofing, so it's probably gonna be, I would say, a 6x10 area of completely dried area for them to stay out of the rain. The rest is going to be completely open. These birds are fine but getting wet without a problem. We have a bunch of our aviary net that we're putting over the top, so if they get spooked for any odd reason, they fly up, hit the net, they will not break their necks of any of that sort. So I just wanted to do that, and we're getting there. We needed 3 more pieces of 2x6. 2x6? 2x6 pieces, probably around 12 foot long, and we'll be set. We have our door that's going to go there. This is definitely a farm style cage, but it's a DIY cage, and this is definitely possible in anybody's backyard. Again, it's 23 by 10 by 8 foot tall. Let's go to Home Depot. So I'll say it right off the back, this is definitely not the nicest cage I've ever built, but it will 100% do the job. The animals don't care as long as they are safe, happy, and healthy. And then once it's all planted, they're gonna feel real comfortable. They have the backdrop of all the other bushes. We're gonna have more bushes on this side and then a bunch of bushes inside of there. We still have to do the roof over there, but we've been working on getting all this aviary netting all stapled on. As you can see, it has a nice clean line all the way across, and we're gonna go across the whole entire thing right here. So this whole entire top will be meshed off with aviary netting, like I was mentioning earlier, so they don't hurt their heads if they fly up or anything of that sort. But it's getting there, and it's looking good, and I'm definitely happy on how it's moving right along. We got the netting over there. Rob is getting another one open. We got all the roofing panels right here, and we just have one little bit of gap left. But this is what you call fitting an enclosure into a tight corner and making it work. We also got some turtle breeding, and we're getting it going. I'm gonna have to get the ladder going on the outside of the enclosure and get it situated over there, seal it all off, and we are getting there. We're getting there, and it's looking good. All right, so we're doubling up the fence with the high fence that we have so that we don't have any issues with any raccoons trying to get through or any of that sort of any predators. We're gonna fill in the sides even more so that there is a big berm around the perimeter to help protect from predators as well. And then on top of that, we're not going to have any poles or branches up against the sides for any chance of any predators to grab the animals that are going to be inside of here. So we're going to make sure I have extra utility poles that you guys see right there. And we're going to put one here and one over there. I'm going to make a platform underneath the roof area so that if they have a nest, that's going to be nice and dry all the time. And then they're going to have this whole entire section here. So this is going to be a nice roosting nighttime area. And then over here will be just, you know, they can stay over here, chill out, do what they want to do. There's going to be plants, water, and that little small section right there is going to be their door. I'm liking how it's going. It's taking us about 2 days to do it, but we're getting there. All right, you guys, so I don't know exactly where I left off, but we are, I would say, 80% done. The whole roof is up and sealed. We are getting it all put together. We have the exotic hoofstock fence in the background because that was our original gate. Then we have the 2x4 hog mesh as well for support. And then we are framing the whole entire thing with the aviary net. We decided to do that so we can protect it with predators. And number 2, the species of bird that we're getting inside of here. I was told again, remembered, you know, I don't have the best memory. And my buddy was like, remember, grackles and crows could get inside of this enclosure, and if that happens, they carry a certain type of disease. They are a carrier of the certain type of disease that these birds could get sick from. So you do not want these birds to be able to get inside of this cage and play in their water. That's the main reason why these birds are not going inside of the aviary, because they'll have free access to drink as much water as they want, and we do not want that. So inside of here, they'll be secured and safe with the water not getting touched by the grackles poop. Where we will always, oh my God, Rocky, can you like hold on a second? Just bulldozers over here. That's why they say make sure your cicada pins are strong, because they just destroy everything. But coming back over here, yeah, the water is going to be underneath the shaded area, so it'll keep cool. And number 2, no birds from the top could poop down and land inside of the water and we don't want any of those situations to happen. Another way we could protect that is we can make a little water and food house, and the animals could go inside of there and eat inside of there, and then it'll be really, really protected. And that might be a better thing to do. And then over here, as you guys can see, we put 2 utility poles, and that's going to be our perching for our big 2x4 we have right here. We have a 2x4 by 16. We're going to go across, and we're going to add some other branches, and then we're going to have our nest box up in the corner. If you guys haven't guessed what we're putting inside of this enclosure, put it down in the comments right now. This is going to be a part 1 of our part 2, 3, 4. Don't know how many videos. You guys know we love parts, and parts do amazing here on the channel. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Rob, you got anything to say?
Nah, man, we're big chilling.
Yeah, Rob and I are knocking this thing out. Big shout out to Rob Aquatics. If you didn't check this channel out, go check them out. And I will see you guys. Stay tuned. All right, you guys. So we are 98% done right now. We have a thunderstorm coming as well, and Rob and I have been kicking butt with it all. It's been a few days since we worked on it again. The last thing that we needed to get done was we wanted a shade cloth for extra bit more shade. We have to make the nest box, but that's simple and easy. And we are putting our door on. We have the netting right there with Rob is cutting it all up, and we're gonna staple it on right now. Rob actually already mulched the whole entire thing. We have plants and bushes on the way, but you guys, make sure you subscribe, liking the video, give me the post notifications on all that cool stuff, because the birds have just arrived from the 24-hour drive, and they are here right now. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the next video, because that's when you're gonna see that video of the birds entering inside of this enclosure. So if you guys want to see what birds are inside this enclosure, go see part 2, and I will see you guys on the next one. Yo, Rob, you think they're gonna be excited about these birds?
They're actually the coolest birds I've seen, honestly.
Okay, they are the coolest birds he has seen. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And actually, you guys don't believe me. Open up that door real quick. Actually, you know, you're good. Right there. Look at that, right underneath the truck. That's the box right there. They're right there, you guys. So when you see that thumbnail with me at that box, the birds are here. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.